Hey, I was looking for Danny.
Yeah, this is Danny.
Danny, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Good.
I'm calling you today because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they gave us your phone number and asked us to call you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Her name is Amanda. She emailed us and told us about how you picked her up at a Target. She thought that was a really cute move, by the way, and told us a little bit about your date, said that she really liked you, but I guess it's been like 2 weeks now, and you're not returning her phone calls.
Uh-huh.
Would you mind maybe giving us some insight into why it's been 2 weeks and you haven't called Amanda back?
I guess I just can't see myself being in a relationship with her, and that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Is it because of something she did on the date, something she said?
I mean, I didn't get to know her really well, but she was kind of gross on our date.
How is she
gross?
How is she gross?
Just her manners. I'm not sure really like how she was raised, and it was kind of shocking to me.
Wow, I'm very curious now, Danny. Yeah. Because according to her, your date was perfectly normal. She didn't do anything weird. The thing that she did say was strange about your date was how you shook her hand at the end. Is that why you shook her hand? Because you thought she was gross?
Yeah, I needed an exit.
Can you give me one specific thing?
Yeah.
Was she sloppy when she was eating her food? She not put her napkin on her lap? What specifically made you think that she's nasty?
Well, it was going fine, and like halfway through the meal, she grabbed my hand and she leaned over into my ear and whispered, "I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
I have to honk out a dirt snake."
No, she did not say that on the first date. Are you
You're
kidding
lying.
me?
You're lying about that, Danny.
That could not be real.
I swear to God.
And she
What was that
whispered
term again? What was that term again?
Oh, man. She said I have to honk out a dirt snake.
Was she being funny, or was like this a
That's
legit?
what I thought. I thought she was making a joke, and I just said, "Are you serious?" She just said, "No, really, I have to go download a brown load. I'll be back in a few minutes."
Stop
She had to have been joking then.
it. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Come on, man. Like
I don't know one girl that would do that
way.
seriously.
she had to have been. She had to have been joking with you, Danny.
She was not. She left. She was gone for a few minutes. I mean, at the time, I couldn't eat. I lost my appetite. That's how serious she was being.
What did she say when she got back to the table? Like, she had to have had a smile or been laughing.
Yeah, she had a smile, and she patted her belly, and she said, "It looks like someone dropped the kids off at the pool."
With it.
She's so good.
Oh, my gosh. Was your face red?
I didn't know what to say, and she just jumped right back into her meal. And after a few minutes, she noticed, and she thought I didn't like it. She asked me if I didn't like the food, and I said, I just pretended I was feeling sick.
I would have been so grossed out. Like, I've been with my girlfriend like a year and a half now, and I don't even know that she does that still.
Oh, my God.
And I don't ever plan on knowing that she does that. So, all right, Danny, I can understand why that would be a turnoff for you.
Yeah, that's why I shook her hand. I needed to get out of there.
All right. Danny, thank you very much for being honest. I'm sorry you had to endure that date.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I'm sorry, too, I guess. Is that all that you guys needed today, or?
Yeah, that's just about everything. I'll let her know. Actually, why don't you let her know what the problem was on the date? Because she's actually listening and on the other line right now.
Oh.
Amanda, did you actually say those things, or is he over-exaggerating?
Yeah, I said those things.
You did?
Amanda!
What? Why?
Women do go to the bathroom, and I like to joke around a lot, and I said it in a joking manner, and I was going to be honest with him, you know?
Okay, so the lines that you used, those were jokes, but you really did have to do what you said you were doing?
Yes.
There's truth in every joke, Jubal.
But I don't know why you're being such a stickler about it. I mean, don't you go to the bathroom?
Yes, I do, but I don't tell people like that. I mean, you could have just said, "I'm going to go to the restroom," or powder your nose, or whatever.
Yeah, say that.
But it wasn't a joke. I had to
Amanda,
Dude, I
You
give it
don't-
up to you, girl.
Amanda, you don't care at all, huh?
I mean, honestly, you want me to, would you rather me at the table be like, hey, I gotta go
No, I don't think that's what Danny's saying.
No, you could have said, I have to go to the bathroom. To say it that way is if, like, I'm your brother and we're hanging out, you know.
Oh.
Well, I'm just descriptive. I'm a joking kind of person, and I'm descriptive, and so I, have fun.
I will say, I wish I had a little bit more Amanda in me, because I haven't even talked about poop with my husband and we've been married.
Everyone, guys, be open-minded. Everybody does it. It's a part of our human biological, systems. Like, we all go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but we stopped talking like that when we turned 14.
Amanda, you're telling me no other guy you've dated before has had a problem with this?
No, my last boyfriend, he used to come out of the bathroom and we'd high-five.
Are you serious?
I bet we're going to get a ton of people on the text board who want to go out with you for this reason alone,
Probably.
Amanda. I mean, you're blunt and you're open.
Yeah, I'm honest, guys.
Yeah, I guess you're honest. I just, it's a first date. I mean, when you go out on a first date, you're supposed to, be a little more careful with what you say.
But shouldn't you know me for me? Why should I be hiding things?
Danny, you were attracted to her at one point. Couldn't you see the humor in it?
I mean, she whispered in my ear, dirt snake.
All right, good point.
Yeah.
Well, Danny, I would love to ask if you'll go on a second date with Amanda. We will pay for it.
I guess I can see where she's coming from, and it's great that she's so comfortable with herself, but I honestly can't stop thinking about dirt snake.
Okay, so, Amanda,
Listen, that's just me being who I am, and if he's not comfortable with it, then we're just not compatible.
Amanda, I really enjoyed meeting you, kind of, and, good luck.
all right, no second date, Amanda. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not sorry, guys. That's not.
And you know what? Thank you for letting us all today learn a new phrase in the second date update.
Seriously.
Download a brown load will now be in my vernacular permanently.
Right,
Thank
and
you.
you guys will laugh about it later on.
Yes, we will, Amanda.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Madeline, please?
this is she.
Hey, Madeline, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I think I made my payment this month already.
Are you sure? Because I'm checking my records and I don't see a payment made.
No, I mailed it like 2 days ago.
No.
I'm not a bill collector or anything else. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh.
You have
Yeah.
some weird bills, Madeline.
I'm sorry. I get lots of weird phone calls.
If you'd like to submit a payment to me, I would be more than willing to give you my information. You can send a check.
No, I give away too much money as it is. So what's up?
I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. And Michael actually sent us an email wondering if we could get you on the phone and ask why you're not calling him back.
Michael?
Yeah, that's a pretty heavy sigh there, Madeline.
Yeah, I'm a little frustrated with Michael at the moment.
Oh.
Really? Can you tell us why?
Well, it was just one of the most frustrating dates ever.
Frustrated?
Yes, frustrating. I don't know how else to describe it. Frustrating.
He said you guys laughed, you had fun, you connected.
Yeah, I really didn't have the opportunity to connect with him because I was, panicking the whole time.
You were panicking?
Yes.
Why were you panicking?
So, I don't know what he told you, but we went to this restaurant, way on the other side of town, which meant we were in the car for, 45 minutes each way.
Okay.
And I think you can tell a lot about a person by the way they drive. And Michael is not a very good driver. Probably one of the worst drivers I have ever ridden with. Not road rage. I don't mean that,
What did he...
Yeah, like what?
He's just clueless behind the wheel.
So wait, so he was an aggressive driver?
No, not aggressive. Like the exact opposite. Not aggressive enough. Like jerking on the brakes really hard. Like I'm like flopping back and forth in the seat when he's braking. Like when we're trying to merge, he slows down instead of speeding up. I swear we almost like hit 3 cars.
Yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't want to go out with him again. The people that do that are so obnoxious.
You were actually having road rage while in the car with the driver.
Basically, I was trying to keep myself under control, but like, you know, my foot's like pressed on the floorboard, like I'm the one driving, you know, like, oh my God.
So wait, you liked him outside of that. It's just you can't date somebody who drives like that.
I mean, I liked him when I first kind of met him. We were all kind of hanging out with some friends, but I didn't really get a chance to talk to him. And so on our date, I was so preoccupied, like anxious about getting back in the car with him for another 45 minutes after the meal was over. I couldn't think about anything else, you know? And then, like, I don't know, the restaurant guy sat down at the table and was talking. So, I mean, I have no idea if I like him or not anymore. I'm just, like, so terrified of him driving.
I mean, it makes sense. If you're going to date somebody, you're going to be in the car with them a lot.
No,
I mean,
it doesn't
I guess you could drive all the time.
I don't think it makes sense. It doesn't, like, you really think it reflects who he is as a person.
I don't know. If he's that, like, clueless and unaware, what does that mean about the other areas of his life that are not as important as, you know?
Judgmental.
Good question, Madeline. And we should just ask him because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you. Michael, are you still there?
Yeah, still here.
See?
Oh, my God.
I mean, I'm genuinely sorry that you were scared, but I don't get how. I mean, I was going slow. I was, you know, checking all my blind spots. I was cautious.
Yeah, that was the problem, Michael. We're going 30 miles an hour on the highway.
Whoa!
Well, what you're not thinking about is I'm also trying to impress you at the same time. Like, my mind is on the road, on my phone, and trying to get to know you. It's a lot of multitasking.
Michael, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I mean, you're how old? You're supposed to be able to handle these things, like have a basic conversation and, you know, drive safely.
I was driving safely. I was going slow because I didn't want to freak you out. I'm shocked.
The irony.
Have you ever been told that you're a bad driver before, Michael?
No, but, I mean, usually I'm driving by myself because, I mean, having a lot of people, it gets pretty distracting.
Barely.
It sounds like you get distracted easily.
I mean, yeah, I guess so, but, like, we were driving on new streets, and there was a lot going on that night. But I was nervous about the restaurant, too. Like, I think you're holding a lot of things against me that were just a one-time situational thing.
Michael, listen. Don't you remember we got to the restaurant, and I'm like, okay, GPS says we're here. I'm, like, pointing it out. And you're like, no. And I'm like, yes, it's right there. There's a parking spot. And you're like, no, I think we should make the block. I'll be honest with you, Michael. I just really never wanted to hit somebody that much in my life as I wanted to hit you right then.
Okay.
I just wanted to get out of the car, you know? Like,
if I had known you were getting violent in your head, then, yeah.
I just can't believe the only thing Michael did wrong was drive.
Yeah, but...
Look, I was in the car with him, not you. And when you're in the car for an hour and a half round trip with somebody who's that bad of a driver, you might consider taking your own life too, okay?
Oh, my God!
For food
I've-
poisoning
Okay.
at that restaurant.
I feel you on that one, Madeline.
Okay, that's pretty overly dramatic, in my opinion. You're not going to take your own life because you're sitting in a passenger seat of the car with me, okay?
Okay, right, all right. But I'm just trying to make a point. It was terrifying. I mean, I'm still shaken up about it.
Still.
All right, then how about we go on another date and you drive?
Oh.
That is a good solution.
Hey, let's see
Yeah,
how you're
Madeline,
driving.
would you like to go out with Michael again for a second date? We will pay for it. Not your gas money, though, but we will pay for it, the date.
I mean, you said yourself that you were so distracted by his driving that you weren't even able to get to know who he was.
That's true. But I'm just thinking about, like, if it were to work out, you know, someday down the line, he's going to be driving, and I just feel like, I don't know, that would just be, I don't know if I can handle it.
Are you serious?
So you won't go out with him again in case you ever have to drive with him.
Madeline, you guys could become the public transit couple. You could just do Uber everywhere you go. You could just drive literally everywhere you go. That's what I do in my relationship.
Look, his driving just makes me a terrible person, apparently. And I don't want to be that person. So I just don't want to risk it.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
Wow. Okay. That's not good.
sorry, man. You know what would make you feel better? Maybe go out for a long, slow drive somewhere.
Very slow.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Kathy, please?
This is she.
Oh, that is your name. Cool. What's up, Kathy? How are you? My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, I'm good. I'm sorry, who is this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, sorry. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, you can. We actually got an email about you from one of our listeners. And this is going to be hard for me to tell you who it is because I don't really know much about him or what you guys did together. But apparently you went on a date with somebody who listens to our show.
Okay.
And now you're not calling them back for another date.
Okay. Who was it?
Well, he wouldn't tell us his real name, but he's going by the name of Dennis. So did you go out on a date recently with like more than one person?
Well, I mean, you don't have any other information than that?
I just know his name is Dennis. That's what he'll let us call him. He said that he met you downtown and that you guys went to eat. Somewhere. And that he tried to kiss you at the end of the date. The only details that I have is that he tried to kiss you at the end of the date and you said to him, let's save that for next time.
Okay. All right. So you're talking about...
I knew you would give too much information right off the top.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody named Dennis, but I do know somebody that sounds familiar to what you're saying. That
Really?
The guy told me his name was not Dennis.
Oh my God. He was so frustrating to talk to. He wouldn't give us any information and acted like everything was some secret about his life.
Right, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it could be Dennis. It could be anything. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, I don't really know the guy that well, and I didn't really know him much better after the date, so I have no idea.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your date? Because he didn't give us any details.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess I can. It's one of the weirdest dates, if not the weirdest date I've ever been on. So, okay.
Really?
So we were going to go out to eat, and he came and picked me up, and he seemed really normal, like just talking to him, except for like these weird little things that would happen. Like when we actually got to the restaurant, he asked the hostess if we could sit at a table in the back of the restaurant, like, you know, further back from everything else.
Okay.
And he asked for that, like, really specifically with the hostess.
Weird.
And I'm, like, thinking to myself, this guy has got to be married or have a girlfriend or something because he's being so secretive about it, right?
Right.
I mean, okay, so he's a little picky about where he wants to sit in the restaurant. That's not like the worst thing in the world, is it?
Oh, my God, I didn't even tell you guys the best part.
There's more to it
Whoa.
than that.
Yes. So we're sitting at the table, and he looks at me seriously, and he says, would you mind if we go secure?
What?
And I'm like, yeah, exactly. What does that mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean secure? And he takes out this like magnetic looking thing. It looks like a pen. And he asked me if he could wipe my cell phone.
What do you
Wipe
mean?
it?
With like a Clorox clean wipe?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I asked him. I was like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, well, I'm just going to clear the information from your cell phone, and then you can turn it off.
Oh.
I was like, I can just turn it off. No, you can't wipe my cell.
Yeah, I need the information on my cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I asked him, I was like, you know, what's your deal? Are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? Is there some reason that you're being so secretive about this? You know, and he started laughing really loud, like uncomfortably loud in the restaurant. And people were staring at us. And he's like, no, of course not. It's just the line of work that I'm in.
What?
And I was like, well, what kind of work do you do? What line of work are you in?
Uh-huh.
And he said, if things go well, then he'll disclose more information to me later.
Oh my gosh. That would make me go on a second date alone just because I'd be dying to know.
I know, it was totally intriguing. I really wanted to know more about him. I really wanted to know, like, what is this guy hiding?
Did you ever get an answer on that?
No. No, I did not. I mean, it was the weirdest date I've ever had, and I was just over it. So I wasn't going to call him back after that.
Well, it's unfortunate that you weren't going to call him back because I have to let you know that he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Dennis, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, Kathy. First of all, I'm very happy to hear that you're doing all right. I was worried about you because I wasn't able to get in touch. But look, I have to say, I know it sounds bad when you recount it that way, and you know, it sounds like I was being strange and you know, but all I can say is that if you knew more, you would know that I do have my reasons for what I was doing, and it really is best for all of us that I, you know, don't disclose too much information.
Oh my gosh! I mean, is this really happening right now? You're trying to justify what happened?
Look, I understand where you're coming from, but I just have to repeat. I mean, the more you know, the worse it is, the worse it could be.
What?
So then why would she want to date you if the more she knows?
Look, I will say this. I did really like you, and I wonder, you know, if I tell you a little bit more, you know, would you consider going on a second date?
Probably not. I mean,
just give me a chance to tell you. I can tell you a little bit more, and maybe you can decide after you know more.
I would love to hear a little bit more.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if I do.
Dennis, can you please tell us a little bit more? Give us some information about yourself, please.
Okay. So Kathy, I mean, look, I mean, I really shouldn't be. I mean, look, so there are certain government agencies that, you know, are involved in covert operations. You know,
oh my God, are you a spy or something?
Well, okay, I will say this. No, I am not currently involved in any of those government agencies. I'm not currently involved, but I'm very passionate about that line of work, and I would like to be a part of it someday.
What?
Oh God!
So
wait, what?
You want to be a spy?
I will say I would like to be a part of these elite government agencies.
Okay, that's not the way you do it by pretending like you're a spy right now. You like, I don't know, join the armed forces and go through training and maybe go to college.
Why do I have a feeling he's living in his mom's basement?
Yeah,
he's like some internet hacker.
I've done a lot of research, and it involves a good deal of self-control and a certain style of of living, and I'm just sort of preparing myself for that now to make sure that I'm ready.
So weird. Dennis, have you had any interviews with any of these government agencies that you're hoping to one day be a part of?
I really can't. I can't reveal that. I mean,
yes, you can actually, Dennis. You can reveal all of it because nobody cares if you reveal that information, not even the government.
Well, I mean, you can think what you want on that matter, but you know that's why I'm in training for this, and you're not.
All right. Well, Dennis, I'm going to ask the question to Kathy to see if she'll give me an answer. Kathy, would you be interested in going out with Dennis again, a second date with a spy in training? Maybe you can learn a little bit more about him. We'll pay for a second date.
No, that's okay. I think so.
But think about how you could brag to your friends about how you're dating a pretend spy.
Yeah, I hear you guys laughing, and I understand. You might not understand what I'm dealing with, but I am confident that someday I'm going to have the job that I want. And Kathy, you know, I'm glad to hear that you're okay, first of all. But I also, you know, I'm disappointed that you don't want to do another date, but you know, that it is part of the life that I've accepted.
Hello.
Hi, is Eliza there?
This is.
Hey, Eliza, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Do you have a second to talk about something? We do have a listener to our show who knows you and asked us if we could get you on the phone to ask you a couple questions.
You know, I'm not interested. I'm not really interested.
What if I say the name Lance?
Lance?
Yeah, he's a musician. You guys met on Tinder. You went to his show.
Yeah, wow, you know a lot.
I do. I know a lot because we talked to Lance, and Lance told us about how you guys met, and he also told us that you're not calling him back and he wants to see you again. So he asked us if we could get you on the phone and find out why you're not getting back to him.
Interesting.
Was it too much? Like you were a little overwhelmed with all the attention he got at the end of the show?
Wow, he told you about that too. Okay. He told you a lot.
Yeah. Well, we talked to him about your date. He told us he really liked you, by the way. But he says that he thinks you might have been turned off because after he was done performing, there were a lot of girls talking to him and he didn't really have time to pay enough attention to you.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't really work out. That was kind of rude.
He seemed sincerely sorry for putting you in that position, though.
Well, I mean, you have to have fans, right? I totally get it. You're a musician. You have to have a fan base in order to do well.
Right.
But it's just all of his fans were girls, so there's that.
So you're saying that he's getting a fan base by flirting with women, and
That's what I witnessed, so.
you don't think they just liked him because of his music?
Oh, yeah, I mean, they definitely liked him because of his music. I mean, after a few songs, I could definitely notice a bit of a trend. Every single one of his songs is about a different girl. Like, every single one has a different name in it.
Really?
Different girls.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like it's all sexual stuff, or?
I mean, no, it's not all sexual. I mean, like, some of it's, like, emotional, oh, my heart's breaking, all that stuff. Like, there was one, I think it was called Mandy's Eyes, I think was one of them.
Mandy's Eyes?
Oh, he's, like, actually naming the song after women?
Oh, yeah, yeah. And the next song was about someone named Lucy, and then there was a Zoe at one point. And I was like, it's kind of impressive that he could, like, fit Zoe into a song.
Was he giving background like, this is for the girl Zoe who broke my heart into a million pieces right after Lucy broke it before?
Yeah, but, like, he would be very vague about it, so it would be more like, this is the time when I felt like my heart got ripped out of my chest. So, but, like, the first time or something, you know what I mean? So you wouldn't, like, talk specifically about that girl, but then he'd go into the song and you'd be like, oh, okay, so another one.
Yeah, but, I mean, Taylor Swift does that, and she makes billions and billions of dollars. I mean, that's kind of what a lot of artists do.
Right, but, like, I don't know that she's surrounded by, like, boys at the end of the night who are giving her their numbers.
True.
Stuff,
Everybody's trying to be the next Lucy or Mandy with him.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I couldn't tell if he was talking about a previous relationship or a current one or, like, a fling he had. And Lord knows I don't want to become a subject of one of his songs.
No.
Hey, Eliza, thank you for being honest with us and telling us what happened on your date. I appreciate it.
Yeah, totally. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I must be honest with you at this point and let you know that Lance is actually listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Lance is on the other line and he wants to talk to you.
Like, are you kidding me right now?
No. Lance, are you there or did you go away?
I'm here. Hey, Eliza. I'm sorry that it has to be this way, but, I mean, this is the only way I could do it because you wouldn't respond to any of my texts or calls or anything. I thought we had a great time,
Yeah, sure. We had a great time in the beginning. We were laughing, joking around, but, I was trying to be nice and thank you at the end of the night. But do you know that one of the groupie girls elbowed me aside, digged her elbow right into my ribs? And I'm not joking you. I'm not joking you when I tell you she said, back off, honey. I'm getting into Lance's pants tonight.
Way to go.
Wow, Lance.
I kind of want to high five him for some reason.
Nice, dude.
I'm sorry, Eliza.
Well, that doesn't, okay, number one, doesn't happen very often like that. It just seemed like a perfect storm. And two, I didn't get into anybody's pants that night. I went and had a milkshake by myself, and then I went home.
Oh, a typical artist, something an artist would say.
I mean, that's fine. Good for you. I'm not, you could have got laid probably like 50 times that night if you wanted to. So it's not.
If I wanted to, but I didn't. I really thought we had a great time before, and I'm sorry that it had to happen that way, and I know it looked really terrible. I know that it looked really stupid, and I can only imagine that you felt, how you felt and you left, but I just wanted to have another chance and show you that, like, A, that's not what happens all the time, and, like, 2, like, I think we could have something cool and special, and I'd just like another chance.
Lance, come on. Every single one of your song references a different girl you've been with. Like, who is Backdoor Jen, by the way?
Backdoor Jen? That sounds like a song we all want to hear.
Well, hold on. Backdoor Jen? That song is a total joke. That song is a joke song, and if you've been to, like...
I mean, how is it supposed to know it was a joke? Every single song you sang had a different girl's name in it. Every single one. It wasn't just the groupie situation that turned me off. That was the icing on the cake. It was the song.
You know, I just don't want to be another notch in your belt, you know? I respect myself more.
I don't want you to be another notch on my belt. I want to get to know who you are. I want to, like, have a good time with you.
Eliza, how could you not believe him? And, like, all of his actions back up what he's saying.
Well, it's just what he's saying, right? I don't know for a fact that he didn't go home with anyone else.
True.
But why are you so worried about it? You just met him. Like, give him another chance.
Yeah, and I know it's taking a risk, but I guess I'm just asking you to take that risk, you know?
Or what? I'm going to be in one of your songs if I don't take that risk?
I mean, come on. I don't write a song about, like, every girl I ever dated. But, okay, if I ever get a second date with you, I promise you I will never write a song about you.
Hey!
Eliza, would you like to go out with Lance again? We'll pay for a second date.
Yeah.
Before you answer that question, I've been going out of my mind, and I wrote you a little something. Okay?
Oh, nice.
Are you kidding me? This is...
Is that all right, guys, if I play a little tune?
Go for it.
I'm sure this isn't the first time you've done it. Let's hear it.
Oh, Eliza, with flowers, I'd like to surprise you. And I've been longing so long that I just wrote you a song, man.
I kind of like it, Eliza.
Oh, Eliza, and I don't mean to be a shyster. All right. But them other gals, they crumble down to my Eliza.
Wow. Eliza.
To say yes. I'm like, that is adorable.
Will you
want to date him.
go out with him again? That wasn't a bad song about you. It was just saying that he wants to go out again.
Yeah, he misses you.
Come on. I promise I will never play it ever again.
Say yes.
I will give you one more date, but we cannot go to one of your shows.
Yes.
I pick where we go.
All right. Awesome, you two.
Got a lot to make up for.
Congratulations, you guys. I think, Eliza, you made the right choice. Lance, good work on getting a second date.
Oh, thank you, brother. You
Yeah.
guys helped me out so much.
Hey, can you help us out now that the second date is over? Would you mind singing us a real quick song to get us out of this whole thing?
A real quick song?
Yeah, just like something to get us out of the second date update would be awesome.
All right, great. Hold on just a second. It's done.
This date is happening. Thank you, Brooke and Jubal. Oh, we got ourselves a second date, and that's all right, so thanks.
Yeah.